But today I want to go back to our text features. On your fingers, show me a 4 if you feel like you really know your text features now. We've been working on them a few days. A 3, know them all right. A 2, still having a hard time with them. A 1, what on earth is a text feature? I haven't heard you say that word yet. Show me where you think you are. I want to see everyone's fingers up. All right. So the majority of you are showing me that you think you understand text features. So who can raise their hand and tell me the 3 different reasons an author might use text features and explain it in their own words? Anna, what do you think?
The 3 are to organize, to enhance, and to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
You use, to organize, you use it so your text is organized and the reader knows where to go and what to read if they don't want to read the whole thing.
Very, very good. Keep going.
To enhance is you give extra information for the reader, because in some books there isn't enough information that you needed, so some authors do give a lot of information, and that's good. And to clarify is to explain what a word means or something, or the picture, or I don't know, what it means, so the reader doesn't get confused.
Very good. If you agree with Anna, I want you to give me a thumbs up. If you disagree with Anna, I want you to tap your head that you're thinking something else. We're going to use these symbols today in the activity that we're going to do. Looks like everyone agrees. I definitely agree with you, Anna. That was a wonderful explanation. But now here's the really tough question. One of these 3 is way more important than the other. And the others. In your groups right now, I want you to decide which one is more important and why. But here's the thing. As soon as you decide, I want you to write it on your whiteboard. And then I want you to flip it upside down so no other group can see it. You must be able to defend your answer. So you have to be able to explain why. You have 1 minute.
I think it is to clarify. But I'm not sure.
Should hear more conversations. You're talking to each other, not to me. So why did you guys say that?
What is it helps you understand your information and helps to simplify it. So to enhance it gives you extra information and it's not really helping you that much, it just gives you extra. And to organize helps you find your way on the end of the text, but I think it's very important to simplify and understand how you understand.
All right. I love how this group is putting their reasons on their board so they know. I'll give you about 5 more seconds. I'm pretty surprised by what I'm seeing. Make sure you know exactly how to defend your answer.
Because
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. On the count of 3, I want you to hold your board up for the rest of your class to see. 1, 2, 3. All right. Camila, what did your table think was the most important?
Clarify.
To clarify? Very good. What do you guys think the most important was?
To enhance.
Okay. Boys, what do you think?
Organize.
Perfect. Here?
Enhance.
You have clarified.
I never clarify. We couldn't really finish that.
That's okay. All right. Let's start with clarify, because that seems to be what most people agreed on. So ladies, can you tell me what you think clarifying is the most important? But before you begin, everyone else in the room, if you agree with something you hear, I want you to give a thumbs up. If you disagree with something you hear and you want to say why you disagree, I want you to tap your head. All right, go ahead, ladies.
It's because you can't read something if you don't know what it says. But then, and when you read it, if you clarify it, it's kind of organized because you know what it means. And then you don't need to enchant it because you already know it.
Okay. Regina and Anna are disagreeing. Regina, will you tell me why you disagree?
I disagree with what Alexa says because yes, it's important to clarify in a text, but also you can look it up. That's why there's in Google. You can look it up quickly in Google. But you can look. There's dictionaries. There's almanacs. There's other sources you can use. Like that's not the text. Maybe you do know what. Maybe you don't know what it is, and you can quickly go to Google and find it.
Okay. Franco disagrees with you. What do you think, Franco?
If you're actually reading, why would you, every time you don't understand the word, look, if you don't understand it, for every paragraph you don't understand one word, you would have to go to Google, write the word, and then go back to the book, read another paragraph, and then go back to Google, and it would take on forever and forever to read a book.
And
I'm seeing lots of disagree, but remember, I also want to see thumbs up if you agree.
it helps you. It simplifies it, so it makes it much faster to read and have with that. And also it helps you understand more, so you wouldn't really need to go to Google.
I see some agreeing, and we have a split team back here. Diego agrees with you, but Santi, he disagrees.
I think it's organized because for the text features, it's supposed to organize the text so it's not so big. So like you make it smaller, but still have the info. So that's why it's organized.
I see some thumbs up, but I also see lots of people disagreeing. Alexa, why did you disagree?
Because you do need it organized, but that's not the most important thing.
Okay, Regina.
I disagree. Like I think, like Alexa said, you do need to organize, but just organizing is like just putting it organized. You don't need to put it organized to. If you put it organized, it's simpler to read it, to understand it, but it's not like, oh, okay, now I understand the whole world of book. Like you need to enhance so that it gives you extra info so that you can know what's happening. An example, in a picture. Sometimes in a picture you can say, oh, this is an example, so I can know what's happening. Or a text box.
Eduardo disagrees.
I disagree because when you enhance, it might actually be that you don't understand it that much, so you need it to be clarified. So, and you need to clarify them all.
All right. I see so many hand signals, and this makes me so excited. I love seeing you guys do this. But I see we have lots of disagreeing.
No, I already read it.
So-
I don't want to read it again.
Let's think about what I said at the beginning. One of these is more important than the other. Do you disagree or agree? I see Some agreeing still that you think yours is totally the most important. Andre disagrees. What do you think, Andre?
I think all of them are important.
I think you are absolutely right. A nonfiction article needs all three in order to get the most benefits of our text features. So it was a bit of a trick. Because now you see why each and every one of these can be super important, right? So now we're going to have a little competition.
Wait.
Yes, right.
So you lied to us, telling us.
I completely lied to you.
But then
You're welcome.
You did avocado.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the teacher's so good.
Yeah, just for yours.
I'll wait for you. Thank you. All right. So now I'm maybe thinking, which text features are most important? We're going to have a little competition.
Everything is important.
But that's a good thought, Regina. Do you need to include every single one of these in an article? Is there?
For me, they are like all important, but they are each important in the time you need it. Like you're not going to put a picture maybe when you're explaining something that doesn't need a picture. You're not going to put maybe
We've got agreement.
maybe you're not going to put a map if you're talking of the parts of the dinosaur. Like every one is really important if you put it in the right part where you need it.
Very good. All right. Diego, read our learning target to us for today.
Add text features to another. Wait,
An article. My pen's running out of ink.
Design by choice.
All right, so we're going to stick with what Regina just said. And we're going to go back to the idea of clean drinking water and its importance. I'm going to give each one of you an article. Does this article have any text features?
No.
That's text. But it's missing its text features. Your job is going to be to cut this article up in your groups.
Competition?
Oop, I'm going to wait till all eyes are on me. Let's put our dry erase markers back down. Cap them. Thank you. You're going to cut up the article and add text features. You must add 5 text features.
At least.
Just 5. Only 5. And they have to be the 5 that you think are the most important to make the article clearest and user-friendly for other people. You also have to defend, just like you guys were just doing, you have to defend why you think the text features you chose are the most beneficial to your article. So you will cut the article up. Hang on, Franco, I'm going to come to you. Put it on your poster. Draw in your own text features using markers and pencils. On the back, ladies, that means you're using the markers for good things, not for coloring.
Not for the hand.
You will put your reasons. You do not want other teams to see, because you want to be able to prove that you know more about text features. And I'm going to give one more caveat to our game. Title is not going to count for one of your 5.
What?
It needs to be there, we know. You must have a title. So you must have a title and 5 other text features. Ladies, you are the purple team.
That would be a good color. A beautiful color.
Oh, very pretty color. Nice. Orange. Green.
No, blue.
I don't have
Green.
Everyone has the same article, so you will all have to give your reasons why this article is where you're going to put the article on. What color do you guys like?
Wait, we need to paste it? We need to paste it?
Well, so you have to decide. Does it need to be pasted just like that, or do you need to add some text features first? How are you going to split up the text?
Got two more colors. Yeah, that was the five.
You're going to want to cut it up and make it look just like that.
What do we use? She said besides.
Thank you. I was not as clear as I needed to be. Your job is to cut this article up. You have to decide how. That's a great question. Because this paper needs to look like one giant article. So remember our article with text features right here. They're all included in it. So this needs to look like it is just one sheet. Need all of your text features involved. So how are you need to read the article. Decide what's the most important information and how are you going to organize it. How are you going to enhance it? And how are you going to clarify it? So you've got to first read with your group. All right.
This is top
Have you read the article yet?
¿Por qué es top secret? No pueden ver. ¿Qué personas más necesitan?
That's like what we were just saying with our water. Our easy access to water for granted. It means we don't think about it. It's just something we always have, so we don't appreciate it the same way people who don't have it at all would appreciate it.
We waste it and we don't have
One billion people in the world don't have access, but it's true. They have to be taken for granted. We waste it, and we even pay too much to drink water from really
And that's where there's not a lot of
water
water
is
at all.
It's good for most of us to live in the food so
Waterborne diseases. So that means the diseases are in the water, like in that video we watched.
people in the island try to survive. But it doesn't have to be like this. Simply put, water and scarcity. Scarcification is either a lack of water or a lack
What does it mean if something's scarce? Exactly. So in water scarcity, what would that mean?
that water is rare. Clean water is very rare around the world.
Exactly.
And if it's people who have it, it's mostly very expensive.
It's hard for Water is not something that and experience. This is
Water can be found. It simply requires more research.
water can be found. Water is required. There's another lack of water that is not physical there isn't enough.
Loss of gathering water and suffering from waterborne diseases. It's limiting people's attention. Education is lost up to sickness. Economic development is lost while people merely try to survive. But it doesn't have to be like this.
And water love time.
Well, so you would have to look and divide it into your own sections. That would be a good one to add. Would that make, if this had had text, if this had had the heading or subheading when you first. So Diego was just saying headings would really be helpful. So you have to add them and decide what would best where you think.
But what happens if you put the one of the reports and then it's another report?
There's no right or wrong, it's all up to you. As long as you can defend it and explain why you put it in the section you did, that's okay.
But what happens if we put a paragraph and then when we look at a thing, there's another one that same thing.
You can just cut it in, but maybe read it and decide before you start cutting. Okay?
I want to go back to other areas who use water is scarce.
Okay.
But I think the map of the world is too big.
Well, how could you get a map of the world? What tools could you use? Well, you could look and see if you find it, or you could try to draw something. That's out. You gotta use your resources. You guys gotta talk. Is a map going to be the most beneficial thing to have on it?
Yeah, kind of because water is scarce.
Okay.
Let's draw.
All right, figure out how to do it.
Let's draw a tree and
Here it says that water, if you have a lot of water, can you write something like that?
The opposite of a developing country.
industrial.
That's why we have partners.
Let's try to contribute industrial. Let's make a industrial like Europe, Australia, and Africa. No, but Africa doesn't. Yeah, but Australia does. Australia is. I'll make Wait, you make a straw. Wait, I'll just get from my computer.
Because when you
But I think Camille is in the middle of something. She's got some really good thoughts. Share what you think, Alexa.
Because they can buy the water and they drop water in it. So it only costs
So it starts a new topic, right? So what did you want to do with it since it started a new topic, Camila? So then which text feature when we... Yes, ma'am. On it. Okay. So but you've got the general idea of the article, which I think is good. Your titles are great titles. So what's next? What do you think should be the next step? Well, you have to use the whole article. If you cut, you're just separating parts. So maybe one part's about education and maybe one part's about sickness. And so you split it. But you have to decide where splitting it would be the best. But we still want to include all the information and maybe even add a quick. So we have other groups over here. We're going to peek around. They're using a computer to look up on that. You can use any tools that are in this classroom to create this. But first, I think, let's just talk about your text features. What do you think? What do you guys think are the most important ones that would really, really help someone else understand this article?
Text.
Okay, so what do we need to do in order to use heading and subheading?
But the paragraph.
Okay, so then what would be your next step?
Can
we just start cutting? Perfect. All right. So read it together and see if you can decide.
Subheading. We're gonna use subheading. You should We're gonna use subheading.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. When in a book or in a piece of writing do I change paragraphs? Do you know why I would make it?
When the subject changes.
When the subject changes. Perfect. Can you find a place in this article when the subject changes? Explain to each other. It's your project.
It stops talking about the island because it starts talking about
I think it's weird. They stop talking about how we take it for granted. Like,
but it's still trying to find
I know, but what is these events of life that it changes the subject?
So remember, it's not going to change a whole bunch because this is the whole article about the same thing. Yeah. But, so we need to find small changes. So, and is there going to be more than one? So if that's one that you think could be, go for it. It's all up to you. Don't worry about it, just give it a chance. If you decide to change your mind later, we can just stick two back together. Okay? You gotta start somewhere, right?
It's good enough to jump right into.
Perfect. Awesome. You got step one done. Now you can keep deciding where to cut next. Good job, boys.
So what did you decide on? No, but I both want to let my side.
You see my drawings. No. That's pretty fabulous.
That's, I don't know, we should cut it.
Why?
It's hard, but also it says it's hard. Right here they're talking about water and then all of a sudden they're talking about but the country is searching for water, like people are searching for water in the country.
But it's going for another.
Water is the foundation of life. And still today, all around the world, far too many people spend their entire day searching for it. Oh, yeah, let's just put it right here.
Alright, okay. Alright.
We should make a glossary on water.
And I like that you guys also.
And also in the here it says that water saves people from hunger.
I can't really draw that.
Totally mixing up Messina and some Jews and college. Avocado is green gold. Oh, that was unseen as soon as you see it better. Alright. So what's y'all's next step?
Hold on. You want to divide it?
Yeah, Regina's gonna go reading.
You're reading?
Yeah, and then when I finish school, she's gonna go.
You work on the paper, and I work on writing.
What was the one that
And this is a gloss. Yeah, glossary.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm reading your text.
Five words.
I know she's saying the paragraph. Here? Okay.
What was this about, Camila? Okay. Okay. And so what did it change to that you decided that that's where we should break the paragraph?
Because here it changes because
practicing math.
Okay.
They don't have enough information.
Good work.
So what that paragraph about?
Yes, sir. How many can you have? Do you remember? Alright, so you have to pick which ones are the most important. Which ones are going to really help a reader. Well, if you use headings and subheadings, you can use them as many times as you need, and it will still count as one text feature. Okay? And I think that's a good question. I should clarify that. 1 second. Just want to clarify, if you use 4 headings, that just counts as one text feature, not 4 text features. So it's 5 different text features throughout your That was your question? Perfect. Yeah, so 5 different text features. So if you want to use heading, that's still only one text feature. I just finally got to.
Read it.
In places like search and